Hi everybody in YouTube land, this is Tony, and this is my week 25 update. Um, at 25 weeks out, I actually finally broke a stall that I've been on for, it feels like 3 months, but it's actually been just over 3 weeks. The last time I reported, I said I weighed 227, which on that day I did, but then I went to 229, and I was stuck at that weight almost uh, that entire time. It might go down to 227 and then back up to 229, and it was just infuriating. And I thank a lot of you out there for writing me both direct emails and comments, giving me suggestions, because I can finally report that I've, at least I think, broken my stall. Yay! This week, or actually this morning, I was actually kind of afraid to get on the scale because I was driving myself insane, and I said, you know what? No more. No more scale. No more looking. Just put your nose to the grindstone and, fight through this, because it's really how it felt. It was almost like a personal battle. Um, and I know they warn us and everyone says, stalls happen, they're inevitable, but when they happen, I really think it messes with your head so much because you feel like, oh my God, is this the end of my, I don't want to say my easy weight loss, but in the beginning it does seem a lot easier, and then the farther you go out, the more it starts feeling like kind of pre-surgery diet days where you just really have to watch everything you eat, and you have to exercise, and you kind of get, I don't know, it's a little disheartening to say the least, but at the same time it gives you resolve. I mean, I think if it was that easy, we'd all start cheating and, be in worse shape, so to speak. So what I did was, let me put my numbers out there, by the way. May 18th of this year, so really not that long ago, I was 303 pounds. Had my surgery, gastric bypass. This week, this morning, I weighed in at 224, so that was 5-pound loss from last time I lost weight. And I guess you can say from, last week to this week, but whatever. I'm finally, 5 pounds down, so 224. Anyway, but what I did was, I ride a bicycle, regular outside bike. I get on my bike and I have a loop I do around the neighborhood I live in. That's a 1.5 mile loop, and I increased that from a 12-mile loop, or ride, which is many loops actually, to 15 miles. And that's an extra half hour almost on my bike, or whatever, 20 minutes, which 15 miles is quite a distance actually. And I also increased that from 3 to 4 times a week to 6 days a week. I did that. As far as eating, I replaced a meal with a protein drink every day. I was going to try and do 2 protein drinks in 1 meal, but I never really quite got there. I think mentally I have to chew. That's it. I have to chew. So, but I think my stall, God willing, is at least that one's over, and I hope it's not the start of another one, to tell you the truth. So that's where I'm at. Made it through Halloween. Did not eat a single piece of chocolate, not one. I guess lucky in the sense that I never have really been a sugar person or a chocolate person, and that wasn't my downfall. My downfall, I'm a German girl, raised by my father, well, my mother too, both great cooks, but my dad was a chef. Gravies and butters and bread and butter and gravy and, sausage and more bread. And that's the stuff that gets me. And luckily, since the surgery, I don't really have a taste for rich foods. And if I do eat too much, grease or whatever, I don't really feel that good. So I don't really crave it. Thank God. Thank God. So it's really not bad. But at Halloween, I didn't have any slip-ups at all, which is great. With Thanksgiving, I'm not worried about that. Rosemary was talking about, Thanksgiving, and I agree with her theory, that I'm not planning on, just eating protein on Thanksgiving. I'm gonna have mashed potatoes and a little stuffing and a little bit of whatever I feel like on that day, and not eat till I'm sick, but just enjoy what I want to enjoy. Because I truly believe I didn't get fat on Thanksgiving. I got fat on all the days in between the holidays. And I've got myself under very good control on those days, and I'm just going to enjoy that one day. I'm not saying go crazy, but for me, if something looks good, if I want to try some stuffing or something, okay, even if it's just a bite. That's what I did when I was on my cruise. I didn't go crazy, but I also didn't want to torture myself and feel bad. You have to, this is a journey, or some people don't like that word maybe, but this trip that we're on, we have to be able to live through it and enjoy each day as much as we can. And sometimes that means a bite of stuffing on Thanksgiving. So what? At least, so what to me? You guys can tell me otherwise if you feel that way. As far as, there's really no other news. We're probably going to be leaving this house that you see sometime right after the holidays to go back to where we came from. We're living here in this area, in the Sacramento area. We were doing it because of a work situation with my husband that's over with, so now we're probably going to go back to closer to San Francisco, near where our kids are, and so we're going to be busy, figuring out exactly where we're going to go and packing and all that crap. So that'll keep me busy in the future, but I'm trying to stall that till after the holidays because honestly I just don't want to deal with it right now, that and everything else. So that's about it. I'm gonna put a link to the meet and greet wherever that shows up. Chubby Bear 1960 and I are trying to gather a list of people together that are from the San Francisco Bay Area or even just Northern California. We don't care, anyone's welcome, but we're trying to, I'll put a link to the email address and just write us if you're in Northern California and are interested in a meet and greet, because we want to put something together. And if it's a small group, we'll make it simple. If it's a big group, we'll figure that out too. So anyway, finally broke my stall, could not be happier. Hope everyone had a great Halloween, and I'm looking forward to Thanksgiving. So bye-bye everyone.